Alrighty. We are live in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. My name's Tom. Subscribe to the channel. I don't only do lives. I also make proper videos, like 10-minute long edited videos about specific topics and stuff like that. So if you think all I do is walk around like this live stream, that's wrong. So go subscribe to my channel and check it out. I do shorts and normal videos and lives. And in this one, I wanted to talk about teaching in either Cambodia or Vietnam. And as usual, I always recommend the program I took. It comes with a guaranteed teaching job as you complete the program. And I have links in the description to all that. It's called AVSE. Sorry, it's hard to talk and not get run over. So we're just going for a walk through my neighborhood, and I could explain the program I took and how it works and everything. And then if you have questions about Cambodia or me, we can talk about that. I kind of want to get that information out first, so when people watch it later, they don't have to wait like an hour to hear the information. So yeah, it's called AVSE. It's a course that takes place in the country, or you can do it online at home too. And it's cheaper if you do the online one, but you get way more out of it if you do it in person, because you're here in the country, it's immersive. You're obviously in a classroom with a bunch of other people, so you make like 10 friends right away, and then as you're learning through the course, you can do group activities or role playing with each other, or the types of games that you'll have to play in the classroom with students. You can like practice running through games like that with each other, like pretending you're a class. When you're at home doing it online, you don't really get that benefit, but holy cow. Every 2 seconds there's someone up my ass with a motorcycle. It's 4 weeks, and as you graduate, they start setting you up with job interviews with schools that are in need. And you'll get a job, and the expected salary is, it can depend what country your passport's from too. What they really want is US, Canada, and UK. And one of those countries you can get like $1,200 a month to start. $1,200 US. If you're not one of those countries, you're going to get like 800, 900, or 1,000, something like that. Or I guess Australia would count too, probably. But if you're not one of those core like countries, they don't consider you a native English speaker. So that can really suck sometimes for people from South Africa, because they speak English, but they're not like considered as valuable as like the teachers from UK, Canada, or USA. Yeah, if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. I've been here for almost 3 years. In December, it'll be 3 years for me here. And I'm loving it. I'm surviving. I have friends here that in my TEFL class, it was the first one that took place after COVID, so it was kind of a smaller class. We had like 8 people, I think. Usually they have more like 12 or 15. And out of those like 8 people, I still have 4 friends. So like I'm the 5th person. So there's still like 5 of us from that class like 2.5 years ago. And we're all still teaching and living here. I've scaled back my teaching a bit. I'm really involved in music. I play bass in bands here, like gigging bands. and I do this YouTube stuff, and some restaurants have been hiring me to make a video for them and stuff like that. And so geez, that was so close it like touched my shirt almost. So I've been doing like really small freelancing, and when I help, consult someone on how to move here and become a teacher, and if they take that TEFL course, I put a link down there, then I'll get a referral commission. So that helps keep me alive too here. I've been looking for like a part-time music teacher job. I applied to about 3. And it was something I'm not used to seeing. Like schools will post on Facebook, oh, hiring, and they'll put a list of the titles they're hiring sometimes, and it'll just say like native speaker or English. It might say the grade, like primary, grade 1, 2, native speaker. But in the last like 2-3 weeks, I've seen 3 totally different schools and everything. They put looking for a music teacher. And I'm like, wow, like I'd be perfect for that. I know music theory, all that stuff, but I don't play piano. So that's what I don't know what type of class they want it to be like. Sometimes it could be like very centered around the piano, and then I might not be that great. But if you don't need me to be an expert piano player, I could totally be a great music teacher. Yeah. I could even play the piano a little bit, just ding, 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 like with one finger, but I can't, yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So no one's writing anything. You guys can ask me stuff, or which way should we go here? This is a pretty main street in Russian Market area. That's where I am. And if you like Cambodia content, I have a members section in this YouTube where I put brand new videos pretty much every day. I miss a day here or there if there's nothing happening, but I show what I'm eating, or when I'm out filming a video, like you'll get like behind the scenes or a little bit extra that I don't put in the real video. Or like probably when I finish this, then as I walk home, I'll do a members one. And it's $4.99, and you just get exclusive stuff and behind the scenes and sneak peeks at stuff and way more content. And I've been doing that for a few months. And every time I do one, they post up there, right? So if you became a member now, there'd be like 70 you could go binge and watch. And every day a new one coming from me. So consider becoming a member. There's lots of content there, and you can join and quit as you wish, right? So you could even, okay, $4.99, and then you watch them all and just unsubscribe. Like you could just do 1 month or 2, or 1 or 2 months, whatever you want. You don't have to commit to like a whole year. I think this is the longest it's ever gone in a live without someone writing something. This is the bar I played. I played here with my band just like 3 days ago. Hometown hangout. They stay open till like 5 in the morning. Yeah, there's no limits. It's like if there's customers, they'll just stay open. Could have died right there. There's like no driving rules here, and you're as a pedestrian, you're like lowest form of life on the road. Like you have no right at all. Like, and in North America, it's like the pedestrian always has the right of way, but. So we're close to the market now. Russian market in Phnom Penh. It's also called Tul Tompong. If you want to help support the channel, you could. It's also possible to send super thanks and donations in this chat right now. It's a little $ icon. Or if you have a request or a question, you could send it along with a donation, and it really helps me out. Is the chat even working? No one's writing anything. I wonder if I've disabled it or something. Somebody write hello. Double parking. And with this AVSE TEFL I was telling you about, they have several like side programs too. And one of them is just focused on lining you up with a job. And it's for people that already have a TEFL. So let's say you've taught before, or you already got one in your hometown, or you're getting your TEFL from your like local community center or a school in your neighborhood in your home country. And so you're thinking, I don't need this TEFL program, but I'm coming there to be a teacher. That's fine. You could get a certificate like some way you want, as long as it's legitimate. And then check out AVSE's side programs. They have some that are, like I said, just to line you up with a job. It's called Teaching Jobs Abroad Program. And you just sort of show them the TEFL that you have, and if it's legitimate, then they go, okay, and then you come here, and it's only a 9-day thing, and then you get lined up with a job after. They let you, during those 9 days, you get sent to schools to observe. You get to observe teachers and how they teach here in this country, and then you get to go back and you take over the class for an hour. That's also part of the full TEFL course too. You get to do all that, but when you already have a TEFL, you skip all the TEFL work and you just show up just for that practical stuff where you observe and practice, and then you get lined up with a job. So check out the link and sign up. And if you sign up for any of them, just let them know Tom Trips Out. There'll be a spot that says like, how did you find out about it? Should we head into the market? There's only one person. Yeah, let's go. We'll get out of the sun at least. Hey, Mike. We're in Russian market right now, in the actual market. You can tell there's like everything in here. Getting into like car parts now. Yeah, everything I've been explaining about AVSE, that it also takes place in Vietnam. But you just need to have a degree to get a work permit over there. So if you have a degree, I would recommend Vietnam. Oh. I get anxiety coming to these busy places. Everyone just gets so close to you, like with all the vehicles. Here's a potato man. Potatoes and bananas. That buffet I always go to is close by to here. There's a brunch buffet, but we could go in there. Thanks for the videos. I'll be out there later this year. Right on. It sounds like you do know already because you said thanks for the videos, but it occurred to me that I make all these live streams sometimes, and if it's someone that's not subscribed, but I just sometimes pop up in their YouTube, they might think that this is all I do. Oh, that's that guy that walks around live like looking for food and shaky phone and all that. And my channel's not all that stuff, as you probably know. I make actual videos too with a camera and edit them and music, and I make all the music myself too, and I'm a musician. And I make videos about certain topics, and these live ones I just wander around because, you know, there's certain like lives I do a bit of everything. I make shorts too, YouTube shorts. So going live is a chance to like interact with your fans. Can't stand anywhere. Look, just like out of everywhere. People want to put their bike where my feet are, like all the time. And yeah, I have a members section on YouTube where I put brand new videos every single day. It's $4.99. There's already like 70 there or something. So if you became a member, not only is it new ones every day, you could go binge the last 2 months of member videos. And if you want to help support, you could always send a super thanks, super chat donation in the chat right now. Or at least write something. I usually talk about the, maybe I can squeeze by right there. They're cooking stuff. Think I could walk by right there? Yeah. Just got to be quick and do it. They kind of look over like, what the hell? Then I'm already gone. Yeah, I usually talk about the TEFL stuff and explain how I have a link in the description and how the course works, and you get a job after. And When I finish explaining that, then there's normally a vibrant chat going on underneath that I can, oh, good question, or this or that. But if no one's writing anything, you might just get a nice scenic walk. I don't know. Yes, schools are still hiring. It's every month AVSE does one of these classes. It's every 4 weeks another one starts. And every month everyone gets a job. It's just like, as long as you show up to the interview and you're pleasant and nice, professional, you'll get the job. One day when I have more money, I want to get one of those Asian instruments, like, oh my God. People here, they don't repair their vehicles, so their brakes are grinding on metal, like all the time. Come right at me. You might say she's head and shoulders above the competition. No thanks. I got tuk-tuk guys catcalling me. Then I want to show you an ancient local Khmer restaurant in Cambodia. Khmer fried chicken. Oh, I mean Kentucky fried chicken. Oh my God. I feel like I'm in an action movie. Like, I just keep walking like, don't worry, they won't, keep telling myself they won't hit me, they won't hit me. Now the truck wants some. There's no such thing as like side of the road too. Just come on over, look at that. And when they make a left turn here, you would drive straight out into the intersection, passing the first two lanes, and then you start turning your wheel, and you're kind of making a wide left turn, so you end up on the proper side of the road once you've completed the turn. They don't do that here. It's like right when they get to the intersection, they switch to England rules, and they make a really tight left, like into the oncoming lane. And then once they've made that left, they're driving into oncoming traffic and move slightly to the right, like till they're over there. It's just so stupid and insane. So Bill Daly said a comment here. Have you tried though? So Bill's saying he's nearly 70 years old. So you find that schools are not interested in hiring him. Well, you said you find that, so that means are you here in Cambodia? Oh my God, the wind is changing. All of a sudden it gets dark and the wind changes directions, and then the sky is getting dark. It's probably gonna rain in like 10 minutes. Who cares? Maybe I'll keep it rolling. Let's just try to find a... Yeah, that was good. This place is closed and it has a roof. Maybe we'll just stand here for a bit. I'm in front of a closed business here, but it's got a nice... It's It's about to rain. You can see everyone scattering. About to... Oh, so Bill's been here for almost a year. That's weird. I worked with people that were old. Like when I worked at Western International, and I worked with people that were, I never like asked them how old they are, but they were old. Mid 60s. I never like thought that's a problem really. Unless, and I'm not meaning to say anything, like being ageist or whatever, but I've noticed like in the more, like currently in the teaching arena and jobs and everything, there's a high level of dependence on using technology and computers and Google Classroom and sending all the files in the Telegram chat. And sorry, someone came home there. Now I need a new place. So is it possibly that they might have the wrong impression and they think that you might be too old school to handle all the heavy reliance on technology and stuff like that? But that might not be a point at all. Like, I'm sure you know how to use a computer. I'm not trying to say anything, but I've met teachers that are older and they get really upset when it's like, why can't I just write it by hand? Or like they get overwhelmed when everything is like all the tests. When I worked at my school, all the tests, the kids did their test on their phone. Oh my God, a storm is whipping up like big time. I would go into Google Classroom and like make the test, like publish the test so it's visible, and then they could all sign in using their device and they would do and then it like marks it for them, and then I can see a graph of what questions that students are not getting right and stuff like that. And it's really cool, all the stuff that they were doing with the technology. But then some of the older teachers, they're like getting confused, or it's like overwhelming for them. So it's possible. Like my answer to that is, as long as you stay right up to date with like the technology that they want to use, then there's no reason they shouldn't hire you. But yeah. It's calming down. Maybe we're in the eye of, it just felt like a tornado for a second there. I wonder if that lady, where I was standing originally, someone just flew in with their car and tried to park there, but they might have just been like me, like, oh look, an empty thing. Yeah, like the only way, I think I was talking about how you're almost 70, if they feel like that if you've somehow given off the impression that you won't be able to keep up with the technology side of it all, then I could see them leaning towards someone younger. But or sometimes, like, even if it's okay if you're not the best at it, but some people have the attitude like they're rejecting it, like, I'm never gonna use that, you can't change me to do it that way. Like then that's not good. You have to be like open to doing everything digitally all the time, and then there shouldn't be any reason to not hire you, I think. Oh, that's a cool idea. You're doing like a language exchange with some Khmer people. That's a good idea. Yeah, or if you're old school, you could go teach privately, like how you're doing, but for money. Do you know the channel Dave Does Cambodia? He's a bit older and he teaches and he talks about that stuff, and his demographic is more older people that watch, so he gears his videos more towards like older crowd. That was insane. And I think he doesn't work like full time right now as a teacher, but He has, just like kind of like how you said, he has some people that sometimes they'll call him and they'll say, okay, we want to have like 3 lessons with you or something, and then he'll teach on privately at his own house, or he'll go to their house or something. And when you do that, you can do it any way you want. You could use a chalkboard, or you could use markers and paper and whatever. Like where I worked, I had to have a USB stick, and we were every lesson had to be PowerPoints, and I had to give them to my everything was digital, virtual, like everything. And then even the tests, and it was only the final exams that were on paper. And so then everything's getting sent through Telegram and using the platform Google Classroom. And there's like so much you can do in there. It took me like a week to get used to it. And then while I was teaching to a live class in front of me, but there's also a webcam hanging from the ceiling, and there's some kids at home learning on webcam. So I have a microphone clipped to me. I'm like doing a PowerPoint that's also the screen is mirroring to the people watching on webcam at home, and then I have the live kids in front of me too. And then everything's getting marked like digitally in Google Classroom. And so I could just imagine if a 7-year-old came in to interview and they start talking about that, and then if you show an attitude like you're not into that, you're not gonna like doing that kind of stuff, then they might think, oh, we should go with a younger person. But I don't know. That's my impressions in my head right now. Yeah, that is a great way to meet friends, and like long-lasting friends. Language exchange. One thing wow, you have a 4-year degree. You should be a really valuable teacher. I think maybe I've noticed, you might be right, especially for like kindergarten and grade 1 and grade 2, like they want a young female, you know what I mean? For the really young grades, but you could be like whatever, you could be like a grade 9 teacher. I'm trying to think, what grade did the old guys teach at my school? I think he was even 6 and 7. Sometimes you do a few different grade levels. Do the one, I did grade 8, and it was awesome because they're old enough you can just talk normal. So I would suggest like grade 8 or grade 9. And then, I know you can't always pick though. I don't have any degree. All I have is AVSE TEFL, which the link is down below there. Yeah, do you guys have any more questions? I'm thinking of ending it here because I should start maybe making my way back to my building. I'm worried about the storm rolling in. And what I'm going to do is, in a few minutes, I'm going to end it, and then I'm going to start a members live stream only for the members as I walk home, and it's probably going to rain. It'll be an exciting, I'll get caught in a storm probably. But only the members will be able to see that, and it's $4.99, and there's actually a link in the description to join the members thing too. I put a few links in there, and also one to my PayPal if you want to donate. But if you want to watch me walk home and maybe get hit with a storm, then join and watch. And there's also like 70 videos already there from the last 2 months, so you could binge watch. After you watch them all, just unjoin. You only have to pay 1 month then. You can join and unjoin as you wish, but it's like a month at a time. And if you got nothing else to ask, then I will see you next time. And I already said this before, but I don't only just walk around doing lives. I have real videos. So go look at my channel maybe now that this is over. Go and explore. And I have organized playlists of different cities. I have like how to find an apartment, how to get a job. Like I have all these informational. I have hotel tours, my apartments, like stuff on teaching. So and it's not walking around live. It's like a real camera, and I edit it and put music and stuff like that. And I make all the music. I'm a musician. So go check it out and subscribe for free. And if you really like it, then become a member for $4.99. And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.